Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to today's discussion on Chapter 9 Global Teachers, Technology, and Digital Innovatives. For your discussants, I am Shastigel T. Perez, and together with me is my co discussant, Miss Sofia Eleanor Arieta. And now for a little overview of the topics that we are going to tackle. First, we are going to tackle how does technology work for the K to 12 and 21st century teachers? The technology and digitized teachers, free internet tools for education, and lastly, how can a teacher benefit from technology aided instruction? So, let's start the discussion. Of course, being a teacher in the 21st century is very challenging. It is a challenging task for educators due to the rapid and the constant advancement of technology that we have today, which it doesn't only affect the business world but also the education sector in which we are in. Therefore, as teachers, we must adapt and keep pace with these new technologies to ensure that these technologies can effectively be integrated into our teaching practices, which leads to us providing our students with relevant and engaging learning experience. Then, exposure and the access of learners to technology, internet, and multimedia content is a reality that must be embraced and must be taken opportunities. It is, of course, a fact that students have, of course, the easy access to technology, the internet, and multimedia content, and as such. And as teachers, we should embrace these realities and leverage these resources to enhance the teaching and learning process. And in by doing so, when we embrace these new technology, we teachers can provide a more engaging and effective learning experience for our students, of course, while also helping our students to develop their digital literacy skills, which they need to succeed in the 21st century. Now, on to our first business. How does technology work for the K 12 and 21st century teachers? The K 12 and 21st century teachers are demanded to be multi skilled, multi literate, and multi specialists, among other things. Of course, the K 12 education system and the demands of the 21st century requires teachers to possess multiple skills, literacies, and areas of specialization among other competencies. So basically, in other words, as teachers, we are expected to be versatile, to be knowledgeable in various fields, and capable of performing multiple roles to meet the evolving needs and challenges of education today. Now we define what is multiliteracy. It basically means teachers know how in using various technologies in teaching. So we refer, or multiliteracy refers to the ability of the teacher in this sense to effectively use various technologies as part of their teaching methods. This means that we teachers must possess the necessary knowledge and skills for us to be able to integrate technology into our lessons to help enhance the learning and engagement of our students. And then technology can enhance students' potential even more if they are provided opportunities. So if our students are given the chance to participate in an interactive and engaging technology-based instruction, which is clearly and explicitly presented, then technology there has the potential to further enhance the abilities and skills of our students. In other words, technology can be or is a powerful tool for learners when it is used in a way that actively involves and motivates our students. So technology is a very powerful tool that when used correctly, it could lead to greater things or to great things. Education is a lifelong process, and when resources are available 24/7, with just a mouse link away, discovering new knowledge and self updating is now easy. So, learning is, of course, a continuous and a lifelong process. And with the ability of, and with the availability of resources which are accessible 24/7 any time of the day, and with just one click, with just a click away, discovering, and discovering new knowledge and updating one's skills has become effortless. Yes, so in other words, with the vast amount of information that are available online, with just a click away, and anyone can access, individuals can now easily access and acquire new knowledge at any time, allowing them to, of course, continuously improve and update their skills. So education, it really is, it's a never-ending process, and with the help of technology, we're able to uh, use this to our advantage. We're able to use technology to our advantage because we keep on learning every day, and with this, with the availability of information, like 24/7, then we really will discover new things much easier as compared to the way things were back then. And now, in the technology and digitized teachers. Today, of course, our classroom is an interactive world where the teacher and the students engage in technology aided instruction. In the modern times, in our classrooms, it has become an interactive environment where both teachers and students are actively engaged in technology aided instruction. For example, the one we are doing today, we are using the we are using technology. We are using a laptop for the recording. We are using websites to help us. We are using a PowerPoint presentation, no, to aid us in this academic journey of ours today. So this means that technology is basically now a part, or is an integral part of the learning experience, and both the teacher and the students are expected to be proficient in digital tools to enhance the teaching and learning process, because technology has been embedded into our daily lives. It even is here in education wise. We are expected, both teachers and the students, we are expected to be literate, digitally literate, and to be proficient enough in using technology and these digital tools to really enhance our learning and teaching, our teaching learning process. So, a question that we encounter is, what are some of the latest and greatest inventions in computers and digital media which can be a great help to an innovative teacher? Well, let's find out. So, we will be presenting to you a list of inventions in computers and digital media. To start, first we have the projector. The projector is a device that displays a larger version of the teacher's document or presentations, typically created using software like Microsoft PowerPoint. This allows now students to see the content more clearly and in greater detail, making it easier for our students to follow along and engage with the materials being presented. So, in a classroom setting, we use projectors as a teaching aid to help, or to so that we are able to project in a larger screen monitor to accommodate our students inside a big classroom. We use a projector so that our students can all see the presentations that we are presenting without a problem, because all students are able to see the presentation because we are using a projector to aid us in our teaching strategies, in our teaching methods, or when teachers are teaching in a classroom. Next on the list is the interactive whiteboards. So some of the examples for an interactive whiteboard are the smart boards and Mimeo boards. So these are interactive whiteboards which can be used by teachers and students in manipulating text, objects, and in visiting websites for context review. So this is a type of display board which allows for the interaction of both the students and teachers in terms of the content. So they're able to manipulate the text, the object, or for when they are visiting websites for context review. So interactive whiteboards, we can use these to enhance our classroom instructions by providing a more interactive and an engaging learning experience, which will allow for our students collaboration, multimedia rich presentations, and a more effective demonstration of concepts and ideas. So we can use interactive whiteboards as teachers uh, to help us in ensuring that our class is engaged, or and they are in or they are motivated, and this will lead to a more productive classroom for both the teacher and the students. And the third on the list are websites and blogs. So these are used to post lectures, assignments, additional content, or even communication to parents. So different websites offer multiple representations of knowledge. So websites and blogs, they basically provide, or they are powerful tools which provide teachers. These provide, I mean, overall, websites and blogs provide a powerful tool for teachers to enhance the learning experience for their students while also facilitating communication and collaboration among all stakeholders in the educational process. So, with the use of websites and blogs, here an example would be for the Edmodo website, which allows the teacher and the student to interact, or they where the teacher would post lectures and assignments, and the students would be notified when there is a lecture or assignment posted in the website. And aside from that, we could you could they teachers could also use websites and blog to enable communication for the parents, to keep them in contact with the progress of their child or their children in terms of their academic performances. Of course, also different websites, they also offer multiple representations of uh, knowledge as well. So these representations of knowledge, this could include text, images, videos, or interactive content, which allows teachers to present information in a variety of ways that cater to the different learning styles of the learners, which in turn could make learning much more fun, engaging, and effective for students, as they can choose different formats which will cater to the different types of learning from the students. So those are the websites and
Hi guys, I am Sofia Norieta, Shasta Gale T. Para's partner. Now, from this slide up until the end, I will be reporting, or you will be seeing my face. So, in addition to the website and blogs, the projector, as well as the interactive whiteboards, we have audio and video. So right now, video technology includes VHS tapes and DVDs with digital video via server or web-based options. So before we teachers would use the VHS tapes or the DVDs to present information or to present a video that their learners would see. But right now, in our digital world, we can already get or stream a video from YouTube, which is a digital server and a web-based option. So aside from YouTube, we can get or we can stream or directly get videos from other websites and other platforms. And of course, with YouTube, we can already access a lot of educational videos. But of course, as teacher, we should always look into the video if this is suitable to our learners, if this is appropriate for them, because we are responsible and accountable for that. Now, aside from video, we also have songs, right? Which is our audio. We can have songs because right now this songs are already downloadable in the internet, meaning we can already download these songs from the internet, just like downloading songs from many websites, from MP3 Juice, and many more. We can also get this or stream a song or audio directly from Spotify and other music streaming platforms. So this is very different from before, because before people would go to mall or a shopping complex to have songs downloaded in their phone. Just like my mother, she would go before to every mall to have songs downloaded in her phone. But right now, she can already download it directly via internet without even having to go to the mall. So yes, we can already access videos, we can already access songs and audios, because of course audio and videos can be a support to teachers in their way or in their instruction, like when they are going to deliver their instruction or their teaching to their learners, they can make use of audio and video, which would serve as their support in their instruction. Lastly, we also have our video phone service, like for example Skype, because teachers can use this to which will allow them to connect to other learners in the other parts of the country or the world. Aside from Skype, we can also make use of Zoom or Google Meet in order for teachers to connect to learners that are not in the country or that are not in their proximity, right? Now, thanks to technology, teachers will not go or will never go into difficulty in acquiring audio and videos for a visual and audio support for their instruction, because these can be easily accessed through technology. Now, next is we have the computers, the tablets, and the mobile devices. Now, these are very important, right? Because without these devices, we wouldn't be able to access the websites and other educational programs. We can also not be able to have the audio and the video, the interactive whiteboards, and such, because these computers, tablets, and mobile devices are necessary for us to access the websites and other educational programs that can help us for our instruction. Now, aside from that, the computers, tablets, and mobile devices can also be used by us teachers in making a PowerPoint presentation, just like this. Our PowerPoint presentation is actually made through the laptop. So without laptop, maybe I can use the mobile devices, but without these two, what am I going to use, or what are we going to use? So in curating or in creating a PowerPoint presentation, it is made easy by our computers, our laptops, and our mobile devices. And aside from that, we can also have or make use of Microsoft Word or other Microsoft programs, and teachers can also store important data and images in our computers or in tablets, because this has a very large amount of storage. So even as students, we will store our files in our laptops or in our phones, because it is capable of storing information and data. So again, computers, tablets, and mobile devices are very necessary for us to access a lot of educational programs, as well as websites that can be used to support our instruction. Now, next and the last is social networks. Now, we have our social networking tools like, right? Like Facebook, email, and Twitter, which are very familiar to us because we utilize these every day. We use these every day in our daily life, just like in chatting, for disseminating information, as well as um, for receiving information, especially when it's about our academics. So these have academic benefits if used for the purposes of assignments and class projects. Aside from that, these social networks can also be used in communicating with our group members or with our group mates, in being updated to the announcements of whether or not we will have our class today, and even in discussing for our assignments and other class projects. Now, because of these social networks and social platforms, our world is becoming paperless and environment conscious. Thus, our assignments, our group projects, our written compositions are submitted through email or with the use of Google Classroom. So, overall, because of the social networks, our world is becoming paperless. So there is less paper. So the lesser the paper used, the lesser are the trees that are being. Now let's move on to our next topic. Free internet tools for education. Now, of course, you should know that teachers can use a variety of internet tools to design for an effective and, of course, engaging teacher-students interaction. Now, of course, with the help of these internet tools for education, teachers can create an effective instructional design, and if of course the instructional design is effective and engaging, this will result to a healthy, a rich, interactive, a fun and engaging interaction or discussion and learning of the learners. Now, the free internet tools for education that we can use are the Firefox, the Google Reader, the Gmail, the Skype, the Google, the YouTube, the WordPress, the X or the XC, the Moodle, and lastly the Twitter. So I will be discussing each of this, but I will only give a short description, especially or focusing on its purpose. Now, first is we have Firefox. So Firefox, I have you already heard of this? So this is actually one of the popular web browsers. So this just function the same way as Chrome, Safari, Microsoft Edge, Opera Mini, Brave browser, DuckDuckGo, and many more. So this is a web browser that is mainly used for browsing the internet, like its competitors or like the other web browsers. But based on my research, which I have read, Firefox can perform better than Chrome because of its performance due to its automatic blocking of third-party cookies as well as its social trackers. Also, it uses less memory than Chrome so that the other programs can keep running at top speed. So this is Firefox. So if you all have already gotten tired with Chrome, you can use Firefox or maybe other browsers. Next is Google Reader. So actually Google Reader lets you follow updates to almost any site on the web. But unfortunately, it it discontinued or it was shut down in 2013. So from just 2005 to 2013. So sadly, we can't use Google Reader anymore, but this is actually an application or a browser extension where we can follow updates to almost any other site. Third, we have Gmail. So Gmail is already familiar to us, right? Like it is familiar, it is popular to us because we've been using this ever since we started college. So Gmail is a free email service provided by Google. So just like the other email service like Yahoo, Yandex, and many more, it can through this, we can send and receive emails, we can block spam, we can create an address book, and perform other basic email tasks. So, Gmail is the most popular email service that people use or that we can use in emailing or just sending or receiving email. Fourth is Skype. So I already mentioned this earlier. So Skype is a video phone service that allows teachers to connect with other learners in other parts of the world or in other parts of the country, especially if the learners are not in the same proximity or not in the same location as the teacher. So Skype can connect people from this side of the world to other side of the world. So it is actually a software that enables the world's conversations. It connects the people and it also enables people to make and receive free video and voice calls over the internet using a computer or a web browser. So we can make use of Skype. But right now the popular service or video phone service provider is the Google Meet or the Zoom, since it can also be accessed through our mobile phone. Fifth, we have the Google. So aside from the Yahoo or the Bing, we have Google. So this is different from Google Chrome because Google Chrome is actually a web browser while Google is a engine. So this is a search engine where we can search. That's why we can get a lot of information because of Google. As already proven, Google is very helpful, especially when we will seek or search for information because it has a lot of information. It stores almost all the information in the world. No, with just one click, then we'll have the information that we needed. But of course, in getting the information, we should assess, we should analyze, and not just always get the information or use it because we need to double check, we need to verify whether the information is true or not. Now, Google Search is a fully automated search engine that uses software known as web crawlers that explore the web regularly to find pages to add to our index. So that is Google. Now we can, yes, use this everywhere we go, anytime. It is free and very useful. Next to Google is YouTube. Now, of course, this is also familiar to us since we have been using this ever since we discovered this app or software. Now, YouTube is an online streaming platform and it is also an online video sharing where it has or is consists of a lot of videos, millions of videos that every user can actually upload their own content, just like this video. This is uploaded in YouTube. I can upload a video. You can upload a video as long as you have an account. Now, YouTube has an advantage to teachers and students like us. It provides access to a wide variety of educational content that we can use to learn, that we can use as future teachers to have learned inside the classroom. This also allows us to have many resources which we can get information from and just very also informative to students and to teachers. Now, if you are a future teacher, you can utilize YouTube, but of course, again, as I have said earlier, you should check and analyze the content or the information that you will use to share to your students. Seventh is WordPress. Now, WordPress, based on my research, is a content management system that allows us to host and build websites. So, as future teachers, we can use WordPress to build or create a website for our learners. It is also created to publish blogs, but has evolved to support publishing other web content, just like educational
content. It also allows students to easily create content such as videos, audio files, and surveys. Now, this software or tool is perfect for students who need to develop and share their work quickly. And this also helps the students to save time and money. Now, X Learning is a free software tool that can be used to create educational interactive web content. So, in other words, this is a teacher's tool in developing learning models for students. Aside from that, it also generates complete websites and also includes interactive contents like different types of questions and activities in each page. Next is Moodle. But the question is, what is Moodle? How is this used in education? Now, Moodle, based on my research, is a free and open source learning management system. It is used for blended learning, distance education, flipped classroom, and other online learning projects in schools, universities, workplaces, and other sectors. So this tool is not just for business, but it is also widely used for educational purposes. Now, it is a learning platform designed to provide educators and learners with a single and secure and integrated system to create a personalized learning environment. It is also actually consists of pages of learning content, like for example, combining text, images, and embedded video. It can also be quickly created within a course. Aside from that, managing access to learning materials is also present. It can group students into year or class groups to automatically provide access to the appropriate learning materials. So, in this with this tool, the learning materials appropriate for the certain age or batch is provided. So this is a very intelligent app. Now next is Twitter. So we already heard of this, right? Like maybe some of you have Twitter used for ranting, sharing their feelings, expressing their feelings, and all the agony that we have. But for education, Twitter is actually useful for teachers. It is a great classroom that is a great way to help students keep up with the current events and trends because, of course, this is a social media platform that disseminates information. It has a lot of outlets, just like this has an ABCBN, GMA News, and many more that gives information. So if we have this app, we won't be outdated. We will be always updated. Of course, if we check our Twitter, right? Now with this Twitter, we can find an interesting article which us future teachers can share to our students or to our friends. This can also be shared to our colleagues. Yes, now, and with that, we can say that Twitter is a great way to keep up with our fellow teachers, up to date on what's trending. So that's Twitter. Now, the next question that we will answer is, how can a teacher benefit from technology aided instruction? Like, what will the teachers benefit if we use technology in our instruction? What change will this make, right? Like, what if we don't just use technology? What if we won't use it? What if we will stick to the traditional way of teaching without using technology? So at this point, you will about to learn the benefits in using technology when it comes to delivering our instruction to our learners as future educators. How can a teacher benefit from technology aided instruction? So the first one is, of course, with these technologies being embedded into our instruction or being used to aid our instruction, teachers
can save time and money because of the easy access to course materials. Because, of course, with the internet, with the technology, with our devices, teachers can directly search or get course materials from the internet. It's very quick to access, and the location is there's no location, so teachers can save time and money without going to the farthest street, without going to far places just to get the course materials, because with just one click from the internet, with just one click and use of our mobile device, we can access course materials, right? Now, next is students are motivated by computer based screens and digital materials and technology aided instruction. Now, of course, with this evolving instructional design, with our very pretty presentations or PowerPoint presentations that are created with the use of Canva, with the use of our laptops and mobile devices, this will this actually motivates our students because they will see something new. Aside from that, there is what we call maybe novelty, wherein the learners are also like interested in new things. So if we will incorporate technology to our teaching materials, of course we should try and always try new things or websites and softwares that will pique the interest and motivation of our learners, right? And of course, as them being Gen Z, they are really more or interested into digital materials and screens, especially when it is in connection to the computers. And yes. Now, next is teachers can use technology as an avenue for extended learning in a way that teachers can give assignments to students via online, and they can also submit it via online just like through email and Google Classroom. So there is an avenue for extended learning with technology, because for example, if we don't have a technology right now, our teachers can't give assignments via online, and we will have to always do it face to face. We will submit it face to face, and students cannot save time and money with that. But with technology, not just teachers, it is not just teachers who can save time and money, but of course as well as students, because with just one click we can submit our outputs to our teachers. Now, yes, if teachers can give assignments via online, students can also have a various online sources or resources that students can get the information from, right? Now, aside from that, teachers can also give research through online with the use of the social media platforms for communication, and they can also use these tools to disseminate information for a short notice. Like for example, you are expecting that you have a class right now, and then your teacher will announce in the group chat or in Google Classroom that she can't meet you today. So with that, your money, your time and effort are, you can save them. Yes, you can save with that. There is really what we call extended learning with the use of technology. It makes education easier. So, as future teachers, again, you should remember that we can use technology as an avenue for extended learning. So, we should not stress out our students in the future, too, as well. Fourth, technology can also cater to personalized and differentiated instruction. So as future teachers, of course, in the future we will have different kind of students, because not all learners are the same. So they may have a different requirement or different needs in terms of what are the skills that they need to learn, as well as they may have their different learning styles. And so if we are diverse, if we are a versatile teachers, then it is important for us to create a personalized and differentiated instruction. And technology can help us. Technology can cater these needs of ours, right? Now, with the use of technology, yes, we can create our personalized and differentiated kind of instruction. Like we can use the websites or the interactive web programs and educational programs in our instruction. Now, we should take note that the preparation of the learning plan may vary because the teachers can actually utilize again a various and variety of coursewares or educational softwares or educational programs as well as computer programs that are available. So since we have a variety of coursewares, then the preparation of the learning plan of the teachers may vary or may be different from others. And of course, that is really, really, really inevitable in this world where there are a lot of information and teachers are equipped with the 21st century skills. Now, aside from that, preparation of technology aided instruction can be adapted to the different learning levels of the students as well as their different learning styles, especially the different learning styles and levels of the target learners of our instruction. So if we have a learners that are different, as I have said earlier, if our target learners are different from the other learners that we have, of course, it is important for us to prepare an instruction that is aided with technology because this can adapt to the different learning styles and levels of our learners. Overall, we can say that technology makes it possible to pace lessons according to the levels and intelligences of our learners. Now, with the use of technology, since we can personalize our instruction, we can adapt or we can pace lessons according to the intelligence or the level of intelligence of our learners. Now, thanks to technology, we can personalize and differentiate our instruction. Lastly, how can a teacher benefit from technology aided instruction? Now, technology allows teacher creativity in organizing and presenting lessons because, of course, as we are already equipped with our digital skills as well as our other skills that includes our creativity, then we will be able to create an instructional material or instructional designs that is filled with lots of creativity. And of course this includes organizing and presenting our lessons, so we can present our lesson through a very creative and beautiful PowerPoint presentation, or even with the use of the websites as well as the other tools made for education. Ingenuity of the teacher is also a challenge in making multimedia presentations. Now, ingenuity is the quality of being clever, original, and inventive. Now, of course, with the use of technology, teachers can is challenged in making um, a multimedia presentations because, of course, technology is not only limited to making a plain PowerPoint presentation because can also like create our PowerPoint presentation in such a way that there's a lot of animation and a lot of effects going on, and even we can embed a lot of images, graphics, and even videos. And not just that, not just PowerPoint presentation, but we can also make use of other tools to create or make our instructional design um, or to have a very unique and creative presentation of lessons. Now, yes, with the use of technology, all of these are is possible. All of this can be made and can be successful. Now, yes, we teachers can benefit from technology aided instruction. So we should use these technologies to our own benefits because we are already in this age. We should also maximize the use of these technologies because not just that this will help us in supporting our instruction, but it this will also help us to become an innovative teacher. This will also help us to become a good teachers that our learners will not forget in their life, or our learners will look up, right? So yes, that's our topic. Okay, again, this has been chapter 9 entitled Global Teachers, Technology, and Digital Innovative. So, this has been Sofia Arieta and my partner Shasta Gail T. Perez. I hope that you learn from our discussion today, and I hope that this will remain in our mind because as future teachers, we need to equip ourselves, we need to be digital literate and media literate for us to be able to use technology, for us to be able to aid our instruction with technology. So I hope that you learned something, and I hope that this stayed on your mind. Thank you for listening. Goodbye. God bless us all.